Hi, everybody. It's Robert Kinsman with the Krause Kinsman Law Firm. Hope you have all had an amazing summer. Hope you all stayed healthy and happy and stayed cool in the hot weather that basically plagued the United States. It's certainly been hot here and everywhere where our team is. So I hope you all stayed hydrated and cool throughout the summer. We appreciate you getting through the final claims timeline with us. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you helping us with that, getting information to us, getting documents to us, anything you can to help push your case forward. We certainly appreciate it. We're going to keep doing just that on the back end here, behind the scenes, pushing your case forward. One of the things, first, let me actually start by saying thank you for being a client of Krause Kinsman. I can't forget that. I've been saying every video, every month since we started, that you are a client of Krause Kinsman. You hired us to represent you on behalf of yourself or a loved one to file a claim for the Camp Lejeune litigation and ultimately bring some closure to you in a successful way. So thank you so much for everything you've entrusted us with. As always, we don't keep it lightly and we work extremely hard to make this worthwhile for you. The first thing I wanted to discuss is you are receiving this because your claim was filed. And so the next phase of the process is we're just going to do a quality assurance check to make sure we have all the information correct that you gave us. So one of the things my team is going to do is we're going to send you a link via text or email. And in that link, it's going to show you what information was filed on your behalf. And we want you to say, yes, this is correct, or no, this is not correct. You can correct it via the link. You can correct it by calling us, emailing us, texting us. We will make sure we get every avenue open for you to connect with us. And we hope you do connect with us. We'll keep sending the link until you have verified that information. So the information that's coming to you is a link of your claim filing data. Don't share the link with anybody. Just open it yourself, review it, edit it if need be, and send it back to us. The process is fairly easy. It'll give you step-by-step directions once you open the link, but be on the lookout for that in email and text message. The next thing I wanted to discuss with you is a bit of a timeline that we have in front of the court in the Eastern District of North Carolina. I'm actually going to show you some of that timeline. So if you recall from prior videos, the first 5 diagnoses are getting worked up for trial. So we have to prove general causation, that the water at Camp Lejeune caused these type of illnesses. We have to prove specific causation, that each of these the water at Camp Lejeune caused each of these illnesses in these individual plaintiffs. And then we have to show that, of course, the plaintiff, who is one of the bellwethers, was harmed and continues to be harmed. So here's a bit of a timeline to show you. I just want to show you like the dates of the next steps and where we're going with it. So let me share this little chart that we made, and it'll show you. So this is essentially each of the next dates that is basically a highlight in the case for us attorneys. Now, a lot of this, we won't update you necessarily on this specific information, what happened. This is mostly legalese and legal steps we have to take in court, but the next phase is that there's a water contamination phase. So we have to show the court that the water was contaminated. You might be thinking, well, that's obvious. That's why we have this legislation. That's why we were all harmed. But legally, we have to show that we can cross the hurdles of, do our experts qualify to basically opine or testify that the water was contaminated. You can't just bring in anybody in there and say water was contaminated. You have to actually show via science and legal standards that the water was contaminated. So we will be disclosing our experts in October, late October for that. And then the United States is going to disclose their opposing experts in December. You might be thinking, why is the government opposing this? They may not oppose every single thing, but they will certainly oppose that the water was as contaminated as we say it is probably what the basis of this exercise will be. We will say that it's highly contaminated, and the government will say it's not as contaminated as to cause this many people this many injuries. We'll do some expert rebuttaling back and forth. We'll do some briefing back and forth, and we'll each side will oppose each other's experts, and that'll go through April. Now, in that same time frame, we'll also do general causation. So remember, we as plaintiffs have to prove that the solvents in the water at Camp Lejeune on any given day cause the type of injuries we're alleging. So it causes non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, that these type of solvents cause leukemia, Parkinson's, bladder cancer, kidney cancer, and so on and so forth. So generally they do cause them. Not that they cause them specifically to each individual, that's the next phase, but generally the contaminants and the solvents in the water cause these type of illnesses and diseases, even death. So we'll again disclose our experts this time in December. Government will disclose theirs in January. We'll have some briefing back and forth, and hopefully by June of next year, that will all be done and completed, and the court will have it, and the court will issue an order of, yes, these people can testify, here's what these people can testify about. And then thereafter, specific causation phase. So remember, there were plaintiffs that were selected to represent all plaintiffs in leukemia cases, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cases, Parkinson cases. So we will hire experts to say, not only does the water generally cause kidney cancer, but that the water caused kidney cancer in this person. We'll say his name is Joe Smith, for example. So that will start in January for us. It'll go through March. And then, of course, we'll have some more briefing, and we hope to have all that completed by July. So thereafter, or during that phase, the court will set the first trials of the first diseases. Now, generally, this time frame will be the same for the next 5 diseases. The next 10 diseases, the dates will just change. So, maybe in June, we'll restart the cycle for the next 5 diagnoses. And then maybe in October, we'll start for the next 5. So we'll have 15 diseases going through this, all the way until we can get through every disease legally and scientifically that we can prove in court. So this is a bit of a lull period for yourself in the court space. For lawyers, this is a very intense, stressful, night and day process. So for you, while this is going on, we'll continue to update you on certain things here and there throughout now and July. But we just want to make sure for you that we have obviously all the correct address, phone number, emails for you. We're getting medical records associated with your claim. We're getting service records associated with your claim. So while this is going on in court, we certainly will keep working on the back end of proving each and every one of your claims via medical records, service records, housing records, and the like. And we have portals and databases to do this, but I wanted to just give you all a bit of a time frame on from October to July next year. We're going to be proving the first 5 diseases in court. So each and every one of you with those diseases can fall under these rulings. And the court will allow us to bring your claim, not only your claim, but the bellwether claims to trial if need be. So that's a bit of a snapshot. There's a lot of dates in between, a lot of dates to hit, but I just wanted to give you a snapshot of that. So that's where we're headed, where we're going, basically proving the science in court. Obviously, be on the lookout for the links we send you to verify the data. Some other things I wanted to talk to you about is there's some frequently asked questions. So some of you ask how much your claim is worth. Well, technically, it's worth nothing right now because the government is not offering anything to you. That does not mean that they won't. We are not going through all this motion practice and science and experts and hiring the best experts out there because we believe that ultimately you'll be get nothing. Negotiations need to be had. You know, we have a special master appointed, a settlement negotiation master to get in between the parties and help us determine values, but we don't really have values for your claim yet, and it's against my attorney ethics to guess what your claim is worth. Because one, I don't want you to hold that to me if your claim is higher or lower, and I can't just guess. So we're working on values of claims. That always comes towards the end of a case. So it's going to be some time where we have actual values. Dual rep cases. So some of you think you may have signed up with another firm. We need you to verify with that other firm that you actually did sign up with us, and you need to let us know so we can work with that firm. We will work with the other firms that you may have signed up with. One of us, you know, will take lead. We, of course, love to take lead because we believe we have the best processes and procedures in place to prove your claim. But if you have dual reps, definitely need to know. And disengagement from that dual rep firm, I mean, just let us know about the dual rep firm and we can handle everything from there. We certainly are aware of some already, and we know there will be some in the future. We're trying to make a systemic, fast and efficient process of who's going to take lead and you know who's going to do what on your case, but we want to make sure you're taken care of. So please let us know if you think you signed with another firm. Please call us, email us, text us. Call is probably best for that purpose because we need to get the name of the other law firm. Other than that, that's about it. What's going on with litigation? You know, we're going to get an uptick of medical records here. If you have medical records, service records, housing records, any records related to Camp Lejeune, we would love for you to send us. So we definitely appreciate all those who have mailed them in. We just went through thousands and thousands of pages being scanned. So thank you for your patience. Some of you have been waiting to hear back from us. We are getting those all in your file. We appreciate when you send us records. Anybody that is filing a claim on behalf of a deceased loved one, if our probate estate team has not reached you to fill out your family history, family questionnaire, family tree, please make sure you're getting back to them as soon as possible. We can't open the estate without doing that. More estates will be open soon. In order to file a lawsuit, you have to have an estate open. We did file your claim, but in order to file a lawsuit, we do have to have the estate open because the claim most of the time belongs to the estate, the person who passed away. That does not mean, you know, the heirs won't receive any money or anything. That just means it's basically a legal hurdle we just have to go through. It doesn't mean anything other than you're going to be, or someone in your family is going to be the administrator of the estate, and then all the heirs will receive a percentage of the compensation at the end. So that is really about it. Those are the things I wanted to highlight from you all, for you all. We hope you have enjoyed the process here. Again, you're receiving this because your claim has been filed. And we want you to be rest assured that we're doing the right things and getting the right paperwork to prove your claim. Went over the timeline of between now and July of all of those time markers we have to hit and get through. We're going to keep working very hard, working with some of the best experts in the country, and we'll keep to it. And we hope you do as well. We hope you all stay healthy and happy, and we hope you really appreciate what we're doing here and how hard we're working. Some of these cases, I know I've been in some that have lasted 2 years and some that have lasted 7. So we know there are some time periods where you're like, I don't think anything's going on, what's going on? But as long as I'm here, as long as I'm sending these update videos, and I'm here for the long run, and I'm here because we're working very hard for you. So if your contact information has changed, phone number, email, address, please let us know immediately, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.